As an F-1 international student, it is your responsibility to maintain your F-1 immigration status. Failing to do so can have serious long-term consequences. Let's go over some important rules and guidelines to help you maintain your status. When you arrive, you will be required to update your local physical address, phone number, and current email address. You may also need to check in with the international office and provide them with copies of your travel documents. During your exchange program, you will need to adhere to several key immigration requirements. Maintain valid travel documents. You must have a valid passport for your entire stay in the US. Additionally, it is mandatory that your passport remain valid at least 6 months into the future during the entirety of your program. You must maintain a valid I-20 form. Do not allow your I-20 to expire. If you need additional time to complete your program, work with your advisor in advance of the program end date listed on your I-20 to request an extension. Unless you are a Canadian citizen, a valid visa stamp in your passport is required for entry. However, it is the only immigration document that is allowed to expire while you are in the US, as long as your I-20 remains valid. Before and after you travel, you should check your I-94 and travel history record for accuracy. Your travel information can be verified at i94.cbp.dhs.gov. If errors are found on your record, consult with your international office. Academic enrollment. As an F-1 student, you must be enrolled full-time every semester. There are times when a reduced course load may be authorized for academic or health-related reasons, but make sure to speak to your advisor first before you drop any classes that will affect your full-time enrollment. Employment. F-1 students are authorized to engage in on-campus employment for up to 20 hours per week. Engaging in any off-campus employment without prior authorization will result in a violation of your F-1 status, so please speak with your international advisor if you have any questions about eligibility for off-campus employment. Leaving and re-entering the United States. If you plan to leave the United States and then return back under the same academic program, it is recommended that you review your travel documents prior to departure. In order to re-enter the United States, you will need a valid passport at least 6 months into the future, a visa stamp, and an I-20 form with a valid travel signature from your international office. Travel signatures are valid for 1 year. If your visa stamp has expired, you must apply to renew it before re-entering the US. Once you have re-entered, you may need to provide your international office with an updated copy of your I-94 record. Reporting changes to your personal information. You must contact your international office within 10 calendar days anytime you change your address, email, telephone number, or the physical location where you are participating in your exchange program. Additionally, the international office is required to report other changes to your personal information, such as citizenship, program extensions or withdrawals, early departure, transferring to another program or institution, or changes in funding. Please keep your international advisor updated on any potential or upcoming changes as soon as you become aware of them. The end of your program. When your program end date approaches, you may be eligible to apply for optional practical training, or OPT, which is a 1-year benefit that provides employment authorization to engage in training in your academic field. More detailed information regarding OPT will be discussed in future videos. 60-day grace period. Once you reach the program end date found on your I-20, your F-1 status will end and your CVIS record will expire. However, you are allowed to remain in the United States for an additional 60 days before departing the country. During this 60-day grace period, you are no longer eligible to engage in any employment or academic activities. You may, however, travel within the United States, transfer to another institution, or prepare for departure. Remaining past the 60 days will be marked as an overstay and is a violation of your F-1 status. Remembering and following these guidelines with the help of your international office will help ensure you maintain your F-1 visa status.